All right, guys. So what we'll do is we'll have everybody come up here to the front and be in the position where you're going to be at for the ceremony. Then we'll walk through the ceremony. Everybody will recess out, okay? And then we'll get everybody lined up. We'll walk in, and we'll walk through the ceremony one more time and walk out. And so if everybody is listening and paying attention, then we can get through it twice in 20 minutes, and you guys will be off to the next thing tonight, okay?
Great.
All right, so I'm going to come up here. And so if I can get the bride here, room here. You guys are right here holding each other's hands, looking lovingly into each other's eyes, ignoring me. All right, and then we'll have the best man and groomsman number 2, 3, 4. Maid of Honor right here. Okay, bridesmaid number 2, 3, 4 right here. All right, so now, all right, groomsmen, you guys are going to be shoulder to shoulder, right hand over left, okay? And you want to make sure your angle matches the ladies, okay? The bridesmaids, you're going to have your flowers at your belly button, shoulder to shoulder, same angle as the guys, okay?
Do you need the flower girl somewhere? No, she'll be
Well,
sitting down.
she'll be seated, the flower girl and the ring bearer will be seated, but they'll be part of the processional and the processional. All right. So then, okay, bride's mom and dad.
Oh,
Bride's mom and dad. So you guys are going to be right here. Okay, right here.
we're following instructions.
You're going to be up here with your mom. Okay, you're going to stay right there. So we'll start at the ceremony where you're right here, okay? Then we also have Jeremy's mom and dad. Okay, you guys are going to be over here. You'll be seated on the groom's side here. Right here. Great. Anybody else that I'm missing?
No.
Okay, all right. Great. So we'll be right up here, and the music, everybody's standing, the music will come down, okay, when we get here, and I will say, who presents this woman to be united marriage to this man? And she'd like you both to say together, we do.
We do.
All right. And then Jeremy, that's your cue. You're going to come up to them, shake their hand, fist bump, chest bump, big hug, big smooch. Right? Or something like that. Then you guys are going to give her a hug and a kiss. Hug and a kiss. Great. And then you'll step off to her left, right there. Okay. Yeah, just right behind her. Just don't trip over her train. Yep. Great. And now you're going to step up here. Your hand here. You're going to go under his arm, like this, arm in arm. And you guys are going to turn, walk the last 6 feet to me. You hand your flowers to your maid of honor. Okay. You'll turn, face each other, make sure you're centered on the aisle. Hold your hands, look lovingly into each other's eyes. Ignore me. I'll talk past you, through you, to your guests. Have everybody seated. And then, maid of honor.
Yes.
This is an athletic role, okay? So,
I've been over no.
yes. That's basically it. So you're going to have her flowers and your flowers, okay? But you need to have your hands free so that you can fluff her dress and keep her picture in. So you're going to hand her flowers and your flowers to bridesmaid number 2. Now you're holding 3 flowers, okay? So you want to lose one of the flowers to bridesmaid number 3. And bridesmaid number 4, you're cool. All right? All right, so now we're up here, we're ready to start. And so then we're going to do a little welcome with the chuppah, okay? And so I'll do the little explanation of what that means, that the house is open and it's supported by your family and friends, and family and friends come and go and all this sort of thing, okay? And then we'll do a special, we'll do a statement of those not present, those who are with us, special parents, okay? And then I'll say a few things about love and marriage and what you love about each other. And if you've given me your responses, okay, I think I have your responses, then I will do a special little write-up on your love story and just make a real nice, romantic, memorable piece for you there. Then I'll say, have the two of you come here freely, without reservation, to join together lawfully in marriage? You both together say, I have. Great. And then we get to the vows, and there'll be the traditional repeated vows. And so you'll say, you'll repeat after me the vows, And then you'll repeat after me the vows. Okay? And then I'll ask for the rings. And the best man will have both rings. You don't want to have them in a box or tied together, because if they're tied together, that cute little ribbon on Pinterest becomes what I call a demon dot. And then I can't keep the romantic moment while I'm undoing this whole thing. So you hand me the rings, just bare, right like this. I'll say a couple things about the rings, okay? And then you go ahead and take your ring off for 1 second. So, all right, so you're gonna take her ring in her hand here. This hand's gonna be straight down. You're gonna put it from underneath to the main knuckle right there. You're gonna keep your fingers together just to the knuckle. And you wanna hold it there with this hand from underneath. Perfect, like that. This hand down, all right? Fingers together, hands straight at the wrist. You wanna turn it a little bit towards the photographer like that to get the best picture, and just keep your elbow as low as possible. Easy peasy, right?
I never knew so much went into this.
Great. All right, then you repeat after me, okay? And you guys are doing this ring is a sign of my love and faithfulness, okay? And then she'll go ahead and put it the rest of the way on her finger, okay? Because otherwise it's easy to jam her finger, make it red. Not a good start, okay? This hand down, this one here. You'll just pretend to slide the ring to the main knuckle here. Fingers together, okay? Wrist straight, elbow down, great. And then you repeat after me, this ring is a sign of my love and faithfulness. Then let him put it the rest of the way on, okay? Great. Then there's going to be a table behind us here. I'll step around the table, and you'll both step to either side, okay? On either side, just like that, perfect. And so there's a table here. We'll do the sand ceremony. So it'll be a middle vase and 2 separate vases with the sand that you're doing. And so I'll start reading a few things, and just open up the container, pour the sand in, okay? And then once that's done, we'll cap that and move it to the side. And then you're doing the wine ceremony, okay? So we'll need to have 1 glass, and then bitter wine and sweet wine.
We have them, so we have the 2 things.
Yeah. And so the way I do it is, we can do it a different way if you want, but the way I typically do it is put the bitter in first, okay? And then you take a sip of the bitter, and then you finish it off. And then I pour in the sweet, and you take a sip of that, and you finish that off. Okay, so I won't pour too much. You're like, hey! All right. Okay, so then once we're done with that, you guys will step back around this way. We'll have more dress fluffing. Perfect. Very good. Very good. And then we're going to do. Are you guys? Yep. But first, it's the 1 Corinthians piece. Unless you guys. Love is patient, love is kind, it's not envious, arrogant, boastful.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I sent it to you.
Okay, I'll follow up on the email. I didn't go through the whole chain yet. Great. All right, so then we'll say a prayer of blessing over the marriage. We'll pronounce you husband and wife, okay? And then you'll have the glass, or it's typically a little light bulb in a silk bag. You just have it up here. I'll take it. I'll set it down right here, okay? And then I will do a little explanation to everybody of what this means, and the response that when you break the glass, everybody says Mazel Tov, okay? And your role is once they exit out, you're gonna scoop that up and put it in your pocket. It's not trash. It's something that they'll keep, okay? Even though it's broken.
Yeah, it's in a little box.
So you keep that and you make sure it gets back to them for all their things, okay? So then I will introduce you for the first time as Mr. and Mrs. Jeremy and Jessica Lawrence. And I will say, Jeremy, you may break the glass and kiss your bride. And so you want to break the glass. Break the glass. Everybody says Mazel Tov.
Mazel Tov, yay!
And then you're going to have a good 3 or 4 second kiss. Okay, so your photographer has enough time to get the picture. Okay. All right. Then you're going to turn arm in arm. Everybody claps. Yay! Right. You're going to do the Jedi flower move. Reach back, grab your flowers. Flowers at your belly button. Brilliant smile. Slow walk out. And once you get to the end of the aisle, but before you pass the photographer, it's Jeremy's smooth move, and you're going to lean in and steal a second kiss. Okay?
Try
And
it.
so go ahead and just go ahead and walk out this way, and then we'll get everybody lined up and come back through. All right. So as soon as they do their smooth move, the kiss, that's when you guys line up. If you line up sooner, you're gonna photobomb their smooth move. Okay, got it. So arm in arm, you ain't gotta touch each other. No flowers, bring smile, slow it down. When the picture's taken, it's cute for the two of you to match up. Arm in arm. When flowers, bring smiles. When their picture's taken,
That's a great picture.
fantastic. Fantastic. You guys go out. And then we're doing a parental recess also, okay? So the groom's parents go out first traditionally, because when the bride's parents, the groom's parents will exit out first, because traditionally when the bride's mom leaves, it marks the end of the ceremony, and the groom's parents also come in first, because when the bride's mom enters, it marks the start of the ceremony, okay?
Yes.
All right, so you guys will exit out.
Both of them without half and half.
Then you guys will exit out. And then I will thank everybody for being here. Announce family to stay close for group photos. Cocktail hours on the dance floor. The reception follows in the pavilion.
Awesome.
Great.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, so I'm gonna